Hi guys, this is Jess, and I'm going to give you guys the full reading. For those of you who are interested in the extended portion of this reading, all you have to do is click the link below in the description box and it'll take you straight there. And you can look and see what else is in store for you guys. Or if you're interested, click that link below and we can get started. Otherwise, on with your reading. Take care, guys. Hi Cancer, this is Jess with your July 2018 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Cancer, it looks like some of you coming out of June, there has been an influx for some of you. Influx of your finances from one extreme to the other, okay? And I see that money could have come out of nowhere for some of you. You could have been waiting for money, which came to you. You, if you do sales, have project work, that sort of thing, commission. Yesterday. Well, technically yesterday, but June and even may have been a low period, but June was a makeup period. Looks like money was really flowing. Some of you, there could have been some issues with family, people close to you. And things kind of right now looks like they were on the up and up as far as family issues are concerned, family dynamics. Some of you Cancers, particularly men, are having more of a low period financially. It looks like there has been a problem, but you either partner with someone or recently gotten a job, a family member came in, swooped down. There's been some addition to help you in an upswing right now. Okay, so things are looking a little bit better for you guys coming into July. Some of you have had some delays and blockages in moving in the ways that you normally move or would like to. Excuse me. And haven't been able to kind of find certain victories. So it's like energies are kind of all over the place for certain Cancers. You have some groups that life is going really well. You are moving and shaking. Someone came in or something came in and kind of changed the game for you in a very positive way. You have others either who've gotten some form of a charitable assistance. And when I say that, doesn't mean literal charity. It could be partnering with someone else coming in, and they're being generous offers toward you to some extent. It's almost like a sacrifice though. So it's that type of thing where it's like, well, if I'm around, let's say my mother and she's helping me with my bills, well, I have to come around all the time, or I have to be with her all the time. I have to take her to the doctor every other day, or there's like a trade-off right now to get what you want. It just isn't coming through your own efforts, especially if you're the man aspect here. For Cancer men, it could be you trading one thing off for the other. It may make you want to go back to your old ways, especially if you're known to hustle or do unethical things to gain some form of income. This time is really trying to show you that although someone or some circumstance has been put into your life to help you, basically it's like a nudge, a push that no, you do not have to resort to these tactics to make money or to suffice yourself, because some aspect of you possibly subconsciously wanted to get out of your state of being, whatever that was for you that was no longer serving you, and you felt as though your life was at jeopardy to some extent, or you just felt like you were not living a good quality of life. It doesn't always have to be a criminal mind. And someone came along and aiding you. It is, I feel, for some of you, particularly the male aspect here, but it doesn't have to be just men. It's kind of playing on your psychological and making you feel as though, you're codependent, or this person has more than you. They're literally serving as a nudge, as a teacher, as an aid, just to show you too can, there's another way, just put your time and effort into that. And because we have these retrogrades, it's making it a little difficult for you to kind of see the possibility independently for yourself. Some of you are saying this makes no sense because it has nothing to do with you, but it is a message out there for a few. So some of you may be feeling like in that there's been some difficulty, and I feel like Mars has a lot to do with it, for you guys to manifest the things that you want. I believe Aquarius is in your 6th house no, I'm sorry, it's in your 8th house. So it's been some difficulty manifesting the things that you want to some extent, contemplating wanting to go back to old ways, but having to sacrifice those old ways and push through. So know that. Push through. Do not result to your old ways of being, but push through. There may be, I do see something coming back. So be on the lookout. It could be like a physical item that you've lost or misplaced is coming back to you. Okay. Old communications. This month is going to be a very, not reminiscent, but, I can't think of the word. Someone knows the word out there where, it comes back to you. It, not deja vu, but like these same conversations. You're going to, you may go to family, may go on a family vacation or family reunion, and you talk to the same relative, and you guys are talking about the same thing you talked about, 5 years ago. It's like these types of things. You're having these same conversations with the same people. So there's a lot of redoing as far as communication is concerned. People coming back and kind of addressing the same issues with you guys. There is an offer. An offer could have been given and then retracted for some of you. You could have gotten an offer and had to turn down another offer. Some of you felt like one offer that came in was just too much for you to deal with. It asked too much from you, and you're on your way back to something that's more familiar, but that's not going to work in the long term. It may prove positive in the short term because we're in retrograde, and going back to things that are familiar, kind of is auspicious at this time. But once everything goes direct, either you'll get plucked out or you'll just run away from that as well. So, good investment starts, but then not being able to start. Some of you got the job, but then you can't start this week, this month. There's like a delay in you starting. External to you for work purposes and career. You guys are possibly in an environment where people are wanting to move forward, but they're at the planning stage, which is the reason why some of you could see delays in actually starting work or things getting moving in that aspect. There could be some concerns and worries with companies and clients or partnerships at this time. Okay. So I just see like a bit of a delay, but that's all it seems to be, is a delay if things aren't necessarily manifesting the way that you want. Work life, you may run the gamut from people going on vacation to people kind of concerned and worried. I do see concern and worry. So you may be the ear to some people's problems external to you, not just at work, but in your everyday life. Then second week of July, it looks like some of you literally, and this is your theme, you're literally going to sit back in July and say, wait a minute, we've talked about this before. Wait a minute. I've been here before. Wait a minute. I'm about to go through the same damn lesson I just went through, or I went through said many years ago. So there's this replay. There's a replay that's going on for you guys, and it will be felt for the most part, especially for the first 2 weeks. You're going to be feeling this replay. And someone coming into your life. I keep getting, as far as like external energy, people will be coming in. You'll have people being very nice, offering things to you, wanting to settle the score with you. So it just kind of runs the gamut. If you go back to someone wanting to discuss something with them, deal with something that you need to conclude, just expect that person to kind of react to you the same way they have in the past. Nothing new is going to happen. It'll all be the same. If you're trying to make amends, someone may be on the fence about how they move forward with you. Again, it's something about the past. So when you look at them and say, well, that was 20 years ago. No, just like you, as I've said in the beginning of your reading, psychologically, someone is stuck. And so if it's not you, you'll notice that your opposite person, they're stuck. They can't get over something from the past. They can't get over it. And that will be their dilemma. And I do see that for a one-to-one relationship, there's stress around this. stressed around not being able to get past something, not being able to move forward, wanting to move forward, but just not being able to move forward in a situation, feeling completely psychologically stuck. Because I don't see either of you physically stuck, but there's a psychological stuckness that's going on here. And so the third and fourth week is a lot more different as far as the outcome to your July month. So if you're interested in that, click the link below. We'll get into more specific spread in addition to the finishing of third and fourth week. I'm going to look deeper into your one-to-one relationships and why you guys are where you are and how not your ex, because some of you do have exes, but how your opposite mate is interacting with you in your relationship. Now, as it relates to love for some of you for this month, I would say finances, you guys are almost caught up in this back to the future matrix because you kind of have to go back to go forward, if that makes any sense. So there's like this back to the future, and there's this energy of replay. It's being stuck in time, can't get out of it even if you wanted to. So aside from that, money isn't like raining. Money is not the focus. It's just, closing up these loose ends, or at least trying to at least get out of this matrix. Love-wise, I do see that there's been a lot of emotions with a particular relationship, especially if you've been dealing with, doesn't matter if it's a earth sign, but it's someone that you have some type of real established relationship with. Your feelings have been either going up and down, or you feel that theirs have been in the past. In June, they may have been on an uptick, so they've been more positive, and you've been spending more time with family, or interested in facilitating more of a concrete, emotional connection, stable connection with another person. I do see that there could be, I get codependency as it relates to the male energy here. So some men, some Cancer men, as well as the male aspect in your life, Cancer women, are a bit lost and to some extent codependent. May have come through something, have been put out, maybe going through financial issues, things aren't working for them. And now it's not necessarily the default, but it's going someplace that they know they can get solace, going someplace that's safe for them. Because the female here, I feel, is doing really well. She brings light, she brings hope, she's successful. And this male aspect is going through something. Even if he's doing okay financially, could take care of himself, there's something psychologically challenging, emotionally challenging that he is going through, okay, whether he's saying it or not. And he does reach out, connect, be next to you because of, like I said, the ray of sunshine, the hope, the positivity, the blessing. Now, there hasn't been roots of discussions happening as it should. People are not necessarily saying how they truly feel, getting to the root of a situation. Someone may be spinning their wheels, but not coming out and saying, listen, I don't want this, or listen, I want you back, that sort of thing. Someone could be very much focused on child, baby. So if there's been a recent addition to the family, or children to some extent, the male aspect here could be around again to spend time with the child, to be more in attendance. I won't say active, but more in attendance. There is, however, there's been some form of a lull period, or some point where you guys may not have been speaking. You may not be speaking at this time. Somebody definitely is coming back to talk to you. Again, be mindful if there's been a breakup, or there's been a break. This person has taken time to think things through. And some of them are saying, listen, I want to go back to you. I've thought about things. I've been stressing myself out over the situation. I tried to move forward, but I just can't do it. And I want you in my life. You could be hearing those things. You too, at the same time, could be saying, hey, I really wanted you. Or someone could be saying this to you, but I really wanted you at one point. I really did, but I'm not here to just have sex with you. You have to give me something concrete. You have to really be ready to invest in this relationship and, perform like a normal, mature adult would perform that was ready for monogamy, commitment, all these things, But no, I'm not interested in starting over. I wanted to do that in the beginning. I'm not interested now. Or it's, yes, I wanted that. And this is all that I can offer you. And this is all I'm going to accept from you is something real, not just a fling. Some people may be in fling mode. And so it may be stressful for them because it's like, wow, you want me to do all of this committing. And I just kind of want to take my steps, they want to be able to, not necessarily, I'm not saying that they want to, they are keeping their options open. I feel like they just want the freedom to be able to not have a title, if that makes any sense. Okay, now that could lead to all kind of problems, obviously, but that is what I'm picking up. Now, second week for this particular situation, I do see that someone's going to be coming back. It could be a Cancer man coming back to the woman. It could be, the woman, but someone's coming back. I get more male energy coming toward female energy, and wanting to, again, start over. But again, like I said, there's some form of stuckness, continue to rehash, repeat, regurgitate the same stuff from the past. And being on the fence, not knowing exactly how you feel. I mean, a person has truly stung you if you're the female here, or the female aspect to the male, to the Cancer man. She's really been stung. And as far as like wanting to go all the way in, like she needs something concrete. She needs something physical. She needs you to start giving money, sharing bills, a contract to some extent. She needs something tangible. She does not want anything physical anymore. She wants tangible things to prove that you're willing to go the extra mile. Okay. And I do see for you, if whoever this relates to, that's going to be a challenge. There's love here, but someone's not willing to wait anymore, not willing to invest anymore, but then they're still confused. I feel the woman, she does love the male aspect here, but the male aspect has either not put in the work, time, effort, has not been patient enough, has not proven himself enough to some extent, and he does not want to invest the way that he needs to. But at the same time, he's emotionally confused as to, whether investing now, waiting now, would it yield him what he wants, or is going out there going to yield him what he wants? And he's just very confused at this time. And again, it doesn't have to be, other people. It literally can have a lot to do with the finances here, because someone's coming back into another person's life for financial reasons or codependency. They really feel as though being on their own, they're going to be desolate and, without, if they kind of break up from this relationship. Now, in the extended portion of this video, we're going to go deeper from one side, male aspect, to the female aspect, to find out, how this male aspect truly feels here, because it's kind of in this spread showing a bit of a conflicted energy here. Okay, I don't want to just say to everyone, well, this person is out for themselves, because that's obviously not true. For some people, men have feelings too, and they do get to a place where they become conflicted. They're tired. They're over it. But just because they don't say a lot of times to you those things, or you'll be surprised. A lot of times men will tell you these things, but women, some women, some men will tell you how they feel. And some women sometimes won't hear that. They won't take it serious. They'll say, oh, whatever, but they expect the man to take everything they say serious. So we're going to go a little deeper there. Others of you, excuse me, if you're in a relationship, a marriage, something a little bit more solidified, you live together, there can be an aspect where some plans, if you're going on a trip, plans are going to be delayed, canceled. You're not able to go on these plans. There could be some worry coming from the male aspect here, or the female aspect. And if it's the female worrying, it's because her mate is possibly leaving, could be going off to war, could be going someplace that could be a bit challenging. She could just be, missing him, not able to kind of see him, not wanting him to go, that sort of thing. So you guys could be going through this whole circle again. It could be a child going away, like he's come back, but now he has to go away, and now you guys are dealing with all of that. So it's literally like going through the motions of a situation the road that you've been down before. There's going to be comfort for you if that is the case for you. Someone leaving, you don't want them to go and you're kind of devastated about it. You will be comforted, but I don't feel like there's anything that's going to make you feel any more comfortable about the situation. Not in the second week for some of you. Now, third and fourth week will be completely different. Well, I can't say completely different, obviously, but there is going to be some changes that happens in the remainder part of July. If you're interested in that, click the link below. Take you straight to the extended part of this reading. And I'm trying to see if there's anything else. That's pretty much the bulk of this. Whether you're in a relationship, if you're in a healthy relationship, there's just going to be some, things coming back, having to rehash things. It doesn't have to be in your love life, but it could be with family, friends, and then you and your mate is kind of dealing with it together because you're sharing the information, or it may involve the both of you. But I do see if it is the Cancer woman that's going through something, or the feminine here for the Cancer men or the male aspect here will be a sounding board, will be your shoulder to cry on, will be there to help you through. Okay. Which again, it looks like it's something you got to get on the other side of, because it looks psychological, but it's something that, you will have help the first 2 weeks at least. So that's what I have for you guys for the first 2 weeks of July. If you would like to let us know how this will relate to you, please do so in the comment section below. We love to hear from you. If you would like something personal with me, I can be reached in the beginning and into this video. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Cancer.